I'm home.
Oh, WrestleMania is just around the corner, and this has the makings to be one of the craziest WrestleManias of all time. I genuinely can't tell you the last time I've been this excited to watch a WrestleMania. Now, I've made a couple prediction videos, but I mainly just relegated those two into YouTube Shorts, cause I honestly didn't really feel like taking the time to edit those things, and I just wanted to get my thoughts out as quick as possible. But you know what? This is WrestleMania. Why relegate this to just a YouTube short when I could just dedicate a whole video to this? I mean, it's the 40th WrestleMania. The 40th. Man, this deserves its own video. So with that being said, I'm going to make my first real predictions video. So without any further ado, my name is Just in Time, and these are my WrestleMania 40 predictions. Alright, so before we continue on with this video, there were two more matches that were announced after I had finished recording. The first one of those matches is Damage Control taking on Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill. So my predictions for that match is going to be none other than the super team of Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. I need to think of a name for them. Maybe Black Girl Magic, or I don't know. I'll think of something later. Second match is going to be a 6-man street fight as the Pride takes on the Final Testament. And my prediction for that is going to be Lashley and the Street Profits. And with that being said, let's get back to my original recording. Alright, so for our first match here, we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. This has been a pretty good feud, I will admit that. Usually I don't really like AJ Styles as a heel, not because he does a bad job at playing a heel, because he doesn't. He does a really great job. It's just that I don't want to boo him. I've always been an AJ Styles fan ever since I first watched him in TNA. I just can't bring it upon myself to boo him. But I have to admit, this has been a really good feud. A very chaotic feud. You got AJ Styles flying across the world just to cost LA Knight a chance to go to WrestleMania for the championship. You have LA Knight showing up at AJ's home and just brawling. Like, it's just been an insane feud. Like, this is really giving me, like, black and gold NXT Ruthless Aggression era vibes, and I love it. Now for my prediction. As much as I like AJ Styles, and as much as I want to see him win at WrestleMania, I think he doesn't really need the victory right now. If you ask me, I think LA Knight really needs that victory. He didn't appear in last year's WrestleMania, not even for a segment. And I think beating AJ Styles here in the 40th WrestleMania could help solidify him as one of the top guys in the company. So my prediction for this match is none other than LA Knight.
It's LA Knight's game! Yeah!
Okay, so next match we have the 6-pack tag team ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. I'm not going to say all the teams here because 1, there's way too many teams, and 2, by the time I am recording this, SmackDown has not aired yet, so I don't know who the other 2 tag teams are. But that's okay, because I already have my prediction for this anyways. DIY. Gargano hasn't done much since he's been on the main roster. Ciampa has done decent, but I think he could have been doing better. And I think reforming DIY was the best decision. And I would love to see these two on top of the tag team division. If DIY doesn't win, then I can also see the Awesome Truth winning the tag titles, which, from a storyline perspective, it would make a little bit more sense. I mean, the whole angle with R-Truth and the Judgment Day, which was absolutely hilarious, by the way. Hashtag live, laugh, love. So if the Awesome Truth does win the tag titles, I definitely won't be upset about that. I like R-Truth. But I can only choose one. So for this prediction, I'm gonna go with DIY.
How's Road Dogg doing, by the way?
Next up, we got Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Ah yes, the battle of the Usos, brother versus brother, versus
No heat.
This right here has been a really good feud. It does make me sad to see the brothers no longer together, as the Usos, in my opinion, were one of the best tag teams in the WWE. But I would be lying at the same time if I said that I didn't enjoy this feud, because, well, I have. This has been building up since Jey fought Roman Reigns at Night of Champions, and the Hell in a Cell I Quit match that he had with Roman Reigns the month after. But that leads me to my decision here. What side am I going for in this match? Or
No heat.
well, Jey Uso has been getting very over with the crowd. I would actually argue that he's probably one of the top baby faces in the company. He's selling out more merchandise than people like Cody Rhodes and even CM Punk. Jimmy, while he's not doing bad as a solo dude, he still needs to find his footing, if you know what I'm trying to say here. I think Jimmy could have a successful singles career. I genuinely think he will. But Jey Uso is going to be a star.
Yeet.
So, the side I'm picking,
Yeet.
my pick,
Yeet.
Jey Uso. Next up, we have Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. I really do not like Logan Paul, but man, this guy is so good in the ring, man. He's a great performer. He knows how to take the hatred that the crowd has for him and just roll with it. Kevin Owens, he's been doing great too. He main evented WrestleMania last year alongside Sami Zayn. Randy Orton would make his triumphant return after suffering a career-threatening injury. An injury that I genuinely thought that he was never going to wrestle again, and I was so happy to see him back at Survivor Series. Only for his return to be overshadowed. But this leads me to my choice here. Who exactly do I think is going to win the United States Championship? And honestly, I couldn't really tell you. I could genuinely see any one of these three winning the championship. But I am gonna have to pick one. So if I have to pick one, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens. Logan Paul is Logan Paul. He'll be fine without the United States Championship. I can see Randy Orton winning it, which I definitely would not complain. But I have to pick one, so for my pick, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens.
Shoulder to shoulder. Come on, now. He could just punch this in the face. I get this.
Next up, we have versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this goes without saying. Gunther has been the best Intercontinental Champion of all time. And the fact that Vince McMahon was very close to burying him over a segment with him and R-Truth is just insane. But with that being said, Gunther has been having some of the best matches here in the WWE. Whatever it is his match with Chad Gable, or his match last year with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, the ring general has just been killing it. Sami Zayn has also been great. Last year, he was a part of one of the biggest storylines in the company's history with the Bloodline, and he and Kevin Owens, as I mentioned, would main event WrestleMania, defeating the Usos for the tag titles. Sami is just a great underdog character, and honestly, this does seem like a tough decision. I genuinely could see Sami Zayn pulling off the odds and doing what nobody thinks that he would be able to do, and that is to defeat Gunther and become the Intercontinental Champion. But I just don't see that happening. Sorry, Sami Zayn, but my prediction for this match is going to be, well, I'll let Ludwig say it for me. Next up, we got Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's World Champion. The man versus mommy. Who is going to win this one? Man, this is going to be a really great match. WWE has been building this up for quite a while. Now, everybody has been saying that Becky Lynch is going to win the match, and I definitely can see why, because Becky is very over with the crowd. She also hasn't held the Women's Championship for a while, unless you count the Women's Tag Titles and the NXT Women's title, but I kind of don't really count that. I'm talking about Women's World Titles on the main roster. So yeah, I can definitely see Becky getting this one. If any superstar were to dethrone Mommy, I could definitely see it being Becky Lynch. But again, just like with Sami Zayn, I don't see that happening. I can honestly see Mommy getting the win here, going on to hold the championship for even longer. I honestly think that not only that she will win the match, but I think she'll probably hold it up until next year's WrestleMania. And who is the person who I think will dethrone Rhea Ripley at next year's WrestleMania? Why, that will be none other than the EST of WWE. But we'll get to that when we get there. Well, if we get there. But for now, my prediction is Rhea Ripley.
All rise for the Judgment Day!
Next up, we have Iyo Sky versus Bayley for the Women's Championship. I thought it was going to be Damage Control turning on Bayley at first, but nope, Bayley turned on them before they could turn on her. Smart strategy. But yeah, honestly, it's really weird seeing Bayley as a babyface. I thought she was going to be a heel forever, basically. But Bayley has realized that the stuff that she'd done was wrong. And now she basically wants to pull a Vince McMahon and kill what she created.
You're gonna die.
This has the makings of being a really great match at WrestleMania. And while the numbers game is definitely on Iyo Sky's side, I'm gonna have to say that I see Bayley getting the victory in this one. To my knowledge, Bayley has not won a match at WrestleMania. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. And honestly, I think this year is the year that she's finally going to get that WrestleMania moment. So, my prediction for this match is Bayley.
A ding dong! Hello!
I've been recording for 20 minutes now, my throat hurts. Alright, but now it's time to get to the 3 big matches on the card. And you know exactly what they are. Night 1, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Now, if you've been watching my videos as of late, then you'll know that I made a video a couple months back about the whole "we want Cody" situation. And that was probably the most livid I ever got recording a video on this channel. Also, I was not expecting that video to be the most viewed video on my channel. Like, that is crazy. Thank you guys for that, by the way. I really appreciate it. But yeah, obviously WWE has seen the hashtags, they've seen the videos. I don't know if they saw my video in particular, but they've definitely seen other people's videos. And somehow they took the whole situation from that night and just turned this into like one of the best storylines going on in the company right now. The Rock has been killing it as a heel. I didn't think we would ever see The Rock as a heel again. It's really weird. Usually legends don't really come back as heels, but hey, if Trish Stratus can have a heel run, why not The Rock? And the story here has just been really good. Kind of weird having Seth involved with this, but hey, he's got some unfinished business with Roman himself, the whole Royal Rumble match that they had. And the segments and promos that Cody and Rock has been doing has just been really good. This is unlike anything I've seen in WWE in quite a long time. But I have to pick a winner for this. So here's the thing. Who do I pick? Reigns and Rock or Cody and Seth? So let's take a look at the stipulations of this tag match. If Cody and Seth wins, then the Bloodline will be banned from interfering in their championship matches, which we will go over after this. But if Reigns and Rock wins, then it will be Bloodline rules, meaning that the Bloodline can interfere as much as they want. And this is something. Honestly, I might have to go with Rockin' Reigns. I mean, yeah, that is crazy, because, like, wait, so you're just saying that Solo and Jimmy can just interfere in the match as much as they want? Yeah, but just really think about it. By having Rockin' Reigns win, and not only that, but potentially having one of those two pin Cody, this can build more sympathy for Cody going into the match. And it will create a lot more drama and unpredictability for the match as well. So yeah, my prediction for this match, Roman Reigns and The Rock.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Which leads me to the next two matches for night 2. First, we got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Do I believe that Seth has a chance to retain the championship? Well, there is the possibility of Pepsi Phil running in and probably providing some kind of a distraction to help Seth win the match, as obviously they are setting up a feud between Punk and Drew. And this could be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Then again, maybe Punk will turn on Rollins. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in this match. I know something crazy is going to happen, but I just don't know what. But even if I have no idea what's going to happen in this match, I still gotta pick a prediction here. Drew has been killing it as a heel. Like, he has been the ultimate troll online, and I am just loving it. Plus, Drew did get his WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania 36, but it happened in an empty arena. He would fail to win the championship from Lashley at the following year's WrestleMania, and while he would win at the WrestleMania after that, it was against Baron Corbin, or Happy Corbin as he was at the time. And he lost last year, failing to gain the Intercontinental Championship. So this year, I could see it being Drew's crowning moment, finally getting to win the world title in front of a live audience. So my prediction for this match is going to be Drew McIntyre.
DM hug, baby!
And now for the main event. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This is tough. This is genuinely tough. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I predict that Reigns and Rock are going to win the tag match. So I do believe that we will be seeing some bloodline interferences. But that just makes me wonder, is Cody Rhodes going to go all Superman and just overcome the odds? Or are the odds going to be too much for him, just like they were last year? I don't know. This is a tough decision right now. I mean, on one hand, I could see Reigns winning the match and then going on to break Hulk Hogan's record, as that seems to be the huge talking point. Oh, Reigns is going to beat Hulk Hogan's record. He has to beat Hulk Hogan's record. I don't know who else could break Hulk Hogan's record. But let me stop you right there for a second. You do know that Hulk Hogan is not the longest reigning WWE champion of all time, right? That goes to Bruno Sammartino. Or if you're a Gen Alpha person watching this, that one hairy guy that's on the WWE 2K games. Honestly, let's say that Reigns does win this match. Who else is there for him to fight? Who else could conquer Roman Reigns? Well, it could be Jey Uso. Well, he had his chance at SummerSlam, and he failed. Well, what about Sami Zayn? Again, he had his chance, he failed. Kevin Owens? Had his chance, he failed. Randy Orton? Maybe, but why would you have Randy Orton be the one to beat Reigns? Could Randy not just beat Drew McIntyre for the world title sometime in the future? Rekindle their rivalry with Drew as the heel and Orton as the face? I get it. Reigns' championship reign is going to go down in history. But this is the 40th WrestleMania. Cody is the most popular babyface in the company right now. And honestly, I think it's time. I think it's about time that Reigns finally drops the belt. WrestleMania 39 was Avengers Infinity War. WrestleMania 40 is Avengers Endgame. The bad guy won in the first movie, and the good guy won in the second movie. And I can see that being the case with this match. Now, who knows? Cody could fight back against all three members of the Bloodline and then go on to beat Reigns. Or The Rock could even turn on Roman Reigns. I mean, remember when The Rock was whispering in Cody's ear? Maybe The Rock is an undercover agent. Maybe this was the plan from the start. I'm going to go all the way with my pick. My pick to win the main event of WrestleMania this year is none other than the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And that was my WrestleMania 40 predictions. So thank you guys so much for listening to this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your predictions are down below. Who do you think is going to win? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I really want to know your thoughts. But until then, my name is Justin Time, and I'll see you guys next time.
A bunch of arcs.
I forgot about this match. Going with the deadbeat.